Oh, hi, everybody. Lauren McLaughlin, Kyle Salenko from the No Smoke Pickleball Show. We are doing this cool/hot new thing called Hot Takes, where basically we take a hot topic of the moment or something that's happened recently, etc., and we're just going to jump on and do a quick little no smoke segment about it. So this is not the No Smoke Pickleball Show, because that's a whole thing with interviews and segments and all that good stuff. This is just going to be a quick little 5 to 10 minute little opinion piece, if you will, or a little rant that we're going on about something that's happening. So
it's pretty much what we're complaining about on the weekends, right, Lauren?
Sure. Yes. If we're talking about it at home and we're like, what's going on with this thing? What's happening? We're going to maybe jump on and do a quick little hot take. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. Today's hot take is the Paddletek announcement that came out today. So Curtis is actually going to be on the Eddie and Webby podcast this evening. Probably, within the next hour, I think they're going on. If Eddie or Webby are watching, feel free to correct me, please. But he's going to be on there talking all about the reveal and this new sitch and new look and everything that's going on. So make sure and tune in to Eddie and Webby this evening on their podcast and get all the info. This is 100% our opinion, our whatever. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like it. You can do whatever you want with it. But just our opinion, not facts, not anything. So Kyle, we actually did talk about this slightly on our last No Smoke Pickleball show a week or two ago that we did with the Newmans. So check that one out. It was a really good one. There were some technical difficulties, but we powered through.
And which meant buying a brand new iMac. Or no, MacBook Pro.
Doesn't even know what we got. Eddie, 7:30 Eastern Time is the Eddie and Webby show, so check that one out. But we're going to play a quick little clip from our show that we did before where we actually talked about this Paddletek reveal. So check out what we had to say. So our first smoke or no smoke is the big Paddletek announcement that is happening.
They have been touting this for about 5 months now, that there's a new era coming. So do you think this is going to be smoke like fire, or is this going to be blowing smoke, up our...
Yeah, this has been quite the hype.
It better be new paddle technology.
We're not sure what to think, because really, what are the options? We were hypothesizing a merger, possibly, an acquisition of another company.
Are they going to do more with Prince? Is it going to be? Is it going to do Engage, where they open their whole academy? Prince. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hopefully, it's cool.
We hope it's maybe they're doing a tournament series. Maybe they're doing.
Thomas thinks it's fake news.
Fake news. They need a facelift. They need a new rebranding. Maybe.
Rob Noonan says they do it for the cash, for the Benjamins.
That money. We'll see. All right, so that's what we had to say about it on our show before. How do you think we did?
We were pretty close, I'd say.
I'd say people were generally in the ballpark of having the right idea. Well, I think we went a little big on our predictions just because we kind of were we hope it's something big. As you mentioned, they have been hyping this for 6 months now? 5 months, 6 months?
6 months now.
And essentially what it was a rebrand. No new paddles.
Well, it looks like they new core technology, and they changed.
So they say.
I'm just saying. We don't know.
Well, maybe Curtis will explain it a little bit better later, but
and it looks like they changed the little bit of the shape of the Tempest.
Yeah, it looked a little more rounded.
So,
yes.
Obviously, like I said before, we don't have any bias or anything, but and this is just our opinion, and Lauren right now is using the Tempest Wave Pro.
I am using the old one now.
The old one.
The trash one, apparently.
Look at that sweet teal.
Look at that sweet teal
grip.
Ooh, fire.
Okay, but anyways.
But, so yeah, this is a little more square. We think they rounded it
a little bit. But besides the new core technology, it looks the same, and then the rebrand.
Yeah, there's no actual new paddles, no. So yeah, so it was basically a rebrand. I think pretty much everyone kind of called that. Again, I think when you go with a new logo and a new look, that of course is gonna have dividing opinions. I personally don't really like the new logo. I think it looks more like a T than a P, personally. I feel like if you had a team that was like the Tornadoes, it would be an amazing logo.
Well, it's kind of
like a little
at first
T
when I saw
tornado.
it, I was like, but now it's kind of grown on me a little bit. I don't mind what they did with the Bantam, EXL, and the regular old one, but the Tempest, I'm not too hot about.
Yeah. I think the new colors are fire. I'm all about that color game.
Yeah, and I mean, it's cool. You can customize the Bantam. You can put your name on there.
Yeah.
You can customize whatever 3 colors you want.
Yeah, so that's cool.
What I found really interesting was that they, on one side of the paddle, it's just going to be a P, and then
it's just like black with like.
What do you think about that, Lauren?
Yeah, I don't mind that the two sides have something different going on. I think I would maybe like a little bit more going on than just the logo.
Lauren, why don't you show them the logo?
Oh, let's check out that logo, shall we?
New logo.
There it is. Paddletek. Let's go again. Well, which brings us to another hilarious point.
The first thing I thought when I saw that this morning was
the very first
thing we thought.
If you guys have not heard or seen this, because it was years ago now, but Christian Bale, the actor, went on a just epic rant at like a crew member on a set like 10 years ago. So just get on YouTube and just like search Christian Bale rant and listen to the whole thing. You won't be sorry. But there was a tiny part of it where we'll just play it for you guys, because this is what it reminded you.
He was just upset, and
he was very hot.
He wanted to go again.
Very hot. So
take a quick listen.
Please enjoy what that made us think of.
Right, let's go again. Let's not take a fucking minute. Let's go again, and let's not have you fucking walking in.
So there was it. He was let's
go again. Okay, so, well, you need to check out the whole
thing. It's really funny. Context, but that was interesting that was kind of their tagline, because that's exactly what it made me think of. But Rob Schmidt makes a good point that all his shirts are now half off.
Rob Schmidt just says he's not sponsored by Paddletek. So anybody that's looking, what size are you, Rob? Like
what size? What are we talking about? What are we working with here?
Contact Rob Schmidt. Anyways, Terry Hartley says, when we bring up his comment,
what does Terry have to say? What's
about
Terry going to say?
The symmetry?
He thinks it's a bit odd to have 2 different sides. We tend to want symmetry.
I tend to agree.
I tend to agree as well.
That. But it's kind of different, so it's kind of cool. So
I think that's what they're going for.
My only concern was it's a bit ambitious, and it's a bit ambitious, the logo, towards maybe the younger.
I was literally going to say that. I literally feel like they
walked in.
What do you
think about, do you think the older generations, the people that don't really like the change, how do you think they're going to feel about it?
I think regardless, people that are fans of Paddletek and the company and their stuff are going to stick with them. I don't necessarily think anyone's going to go to a different brand because of this, but I do think they 100% walked into their marketing meeting or whatever and were like, all right, guys, we're doing a rebrand. We got to get the younger crowd. We want to be hip. We want to be cool. We got to be edgy. We got to be fresh. And so, you can just tell by, let's take us to here. Let's take us to the website.
We'll go to the website.
We'll go to the website
so
here a little quick. And
we can kind of just go over it just a little bit.
Yeah. So let's just kind of take a gander here through the website. Obviously, their new photos and things.
It's kind of cool. They're promoting.
We got Yates. We got
Irina. They're promoting their pros. Which is
pros,
cool. I like
that. Of course, Catherine. Awesome, really cool pics. So there's all the colors. It's very. Do you find it a little minimalistic?
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit minimalistic.
I feel like they kind of were like, let's go edgy, but also clean and fresh, maybe. So I think there's not a ton of stuff going on. And
If we can get to the paddles real quick.
let's get this guy out of here.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's look at some of these guys. What do we want to look at?
Let's just first take a look at the Tempest.
Let's look at the Tempest,
So
guys.
first question I have to you. One, what do you think about the colors? The color options.
Yeah, I'm down with the color options.
Are you down with the color
Yeah.
options? I am too, but it just seems like there's not enough.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is, there's so many cool colors, but there's like barely any
anything
color going on.
with-
There's not
with the
enough to like
Tempest, yeah.
put the
It's
colors
very
out there.
It's very minimal.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't feel like there's like, you got the front and then the back.
I mean,
And you can see, and like what we're talking about, this the rounded shape of
yeah, it's definitely
the new
more
paddle. It's a little. It looks like
Yeah,
it's a little
see,
bit
I mean,
rounded.
This is, you can see me down in the little thing. So like, here's the old one. Definitely has like
It's
a
more
square. It's
squarish.
more square for
You can
sure.
tell the
I
sides
don't
are
know
more rounded.
Do you think they
almost
got
looks-
rid of some surface area by
no,
doing
it's
this?
well. It looks like it's the same dimensions. I looked and it's the same dimensions. It's
Okay, they just rounded
15
the
and
edges
17
then.
eighths by 8 inches. But it looks like they rounded it like they're
For sure it's
like their
rounded.
side company temper paddles. Like
Yeah.
how it's more rounded. You can kind of see it with the cursor if I
Yeah,
is that you can-
for sure. Yeah, Terry also agrees. Sponsoring players like Annalie and William Sobek and this kind of branding will definitely draw a younger audience for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's take a look at the band.
But he also mentions too the customization is like a really cool thing.
But you
We
can't
have-
customize. That's one thing. You cannot customize the Tempest. You can only
Oh.
customize the Bantam and the Bantam EXL, and or
Oh.
all the Bantams, I should say. So like this is Kyle's. This is personally my favorite one out of all of them. Is Kyle's Bantam because I like the back color. Of
Yeah, it has more color
to it.
Like it's got
so like
more.
when you want to go customize it, which I found was kind of cool. Like you can. Hold on a second. You can select between.
Oh, your favorites or your own.
Yeah, so like you can choose our favorites or you can select your own. So you can select your own.
Oh, you can even select your own color.
Yeah,
You can,
so like look
create
at all the
your
colors.
own.
So like your
Okay.
primary.
Yeah,
would
that's
be
pretty
like
cool.
this or
Okay,
that,
okay, I
which is
see.
cool, and then
Yeah, I mean that's a cool feature for sure.
like we were saying, you
You
can also
put
then
custom text.
So if we wanted to put no smoke in there, you can see it. You can see
Where does it go? Oh, it's right above the name.
right
of the
above the
Bantam.
name of the
Okay.
Bantam. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But then if we go back,
Terry thinks the face of the Tempest, prevents them from having custom options.
yeah, it could be whatever they're using. If we go then back to the Tempest.
You're at the Bantam.
Or the Bantam again, and now we look at
Bantam,
what do
sorry.
you think of the EXL Pro? What do you think of that design? Once again, very minimalistic.
Very minimalistic. I like the colors are super fresh. Like I'm super down with colors, and as someone who like picked their very first paddle ever based on the looks versus anything else, like I really appreciate having like awesome fresh colors, but I just feel like
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about the logo I'm just not a fan of.
You just don't
Like
like
it,
the
yeah,
actual logo.
It
Like-
just something
like-
about it doesn't.
Like if
My
you were
eyeballs
to,
don't like it.
like if you were to take a look at just this, if you saw this, what would you think that would
A
be?
T.
Would you think
I think
that's
it's
a T?
a T. I think it's like a little
It almost looks like
tornado.
it almost looks like the Joker's question mark.
Ooh, oh yeah. Or like a crazy question mark. But honestly, I would be like, I don't really know. Like, to me, that does not automatically say P to me.
And I just don't understand why the backside would just be that. That's all you're seeing.
I mean, that's of course an opinion. Maybe
It's an
someone's
opinion.
like, it's cool to have
it's
an
all
awesome
subjective.
whatever.
It's all
So, yeah.
subjective.
So, I mean, that's kind of, the gist of what we were talking about. And, that's our personal opinion on some stuff. Personally, I think the hype maybe was not all it was cracked up to be.
Yeah, so that leads to the question. Is this smoke? As in, man, this stuff's fire? Or was this blowing smoke?
I mean, when it comes down to like having such a long, hyped up campaign into this situation, I think it was a little disappointing in that there's no new paddles. It's just a rebrand, which,
Well, we don't know
why they chose to rebrand. There's tons of reasons why any company rebrands.
But like I said, the core technology could be different. So if
it could be, but it doesn't specifically say anything about that on there.
Yeah, like I know, like if it was different, I wish they would have branded it and said, hey, it's different. I looked it up. I'm pretty sure it's a different core, which is good. But right. Like if we cut it open, is it going to be different than?
I don't know. It's like how much different can paddles be at this point? Like with how far the technology has come, like how new can it really be?
Who's
I don't know.
Say?
So I mean, I think it was a little overhyped. I think it was a little underwhelming that all it really was a rebrand.
Kyle Yates on the discussion board this afternoon was saying that there is still more to come.
There's stuff coming. So so maybe Curtis will talk about that more.
So maybe this is just phase 1.
Yeah.
And there's multiple phases.
Yeah,
who knows?
Exactly.
I don't know.
So I think
tune in to Eddie and Webby. They will probably
100%. Watch Eddie and Webby 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and then they will hopefully be making some hard-hitting questions, getting to the bottom of this, holding Curtis's feet to the flames, as it were. And hopefully we'll have some more stuff maybe to talk about.
And then just one more announcement. Keep your eyes open. Zane Navertil and I will be doing another segment while Lauren's out of town, which will be a weekend roundup. So stay tuned to that. That's either going to be tomorrow or Thursday.
I guess
Yeah, we're
if it has to be
replacing
somebody,
you. You're done. You're over.
I'm canceled?
You're fake news. You're old news.
Rude. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us, guys. This has been a quick little hot take from the No Smoke Pickleball peeps. I'm Lauren McLaughlin.
I'm Kyle Solinko.
And we will catch you around the bend next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys.
Bye-bye.